Hey everybody, greetings from the Kolkata airport with my impressions on Kolhapur. I was just there for 2 days, including a friend's wedding. I'll post a separate video about the wedding and uh, the ceremonies that I observed for that. But yeah, Kolhapur, it's a little further south into India. Generally, it wouldn't be quite considered South India because Hindi is still the main language there, or the trade language. Marathi is the local language, which is also spoken in Mumbai, a little further north. Um, but yeah, the people were really friendly, really hospitable and warm. The temperature was warm. Highs were in the 80s in December, so I really enjoyed that. Um, the food was fairly spicy. I'd been warned it was spicy, and it wasn't quite as spicy as I expected, but very salty as well, savory. One interesting thing about the food is that they served a cup or two of broth, soup broth, as a side for most of the meals that you could dip your flatbread or your other meats and veggies, veg curries into. The broth was, yeah, very savory and flavorful. One tasted a lot like pho, and another tasted a bit like sambar, if you're familiar with the South Indian soup, or Maggi, if you're familiar with Indian ramen. Um, let's see, I got to do a bicycle tour of town at night with my friend who was getting married or had a bunch of ceremonies going on the next 2 days, but he made time to take me around town. We went to some temples. I'm really impressed at how religious the people are in India, at least in the smaller cities and rural areas. Even the bigger cities, it seems like um, everybody has an idol on their car dashboard and a small shrine in their house. And it seems like even the non-religious people go to the temples and pray. So yeah, very religious people here. Um, let's see, the Kolhapur is famous for chappal sandal shoes. So I got to see some of those, and my host bought me a pair. So that was really sweet of him. The buildings in Kolhapur were a little bit better maintained than what I'd seen in Kota and rural North India. The buildings had a little bit more interesting architecture with more curves and projections and stuff instead of the flat concrete rectangular buildings that I'd seen earlier on my trip. Um, yeah, everything was still green with sugar cane growing there. Um, Not as many or no stray cows like I'd seen further north, but plenty of stray dogs. And yeah, I think that's about it for Kolhapur, other than I'll post a separate video for the wedding. Until next time.